and people were identified by like tattoos. Like, damn, we're like a society of people that don't know anything. Nope, not today. Up, accident, accident. Ooh. Anyway, that was my first topic. Weird things to think about. You know, another thing used to bug me, and it still bugs me. Like, we came over from Europe, and we just started purchasing random ass land. Like, and nobody's like, yeah, I want this spot of land. We just came across, we started pillaging the natives, and we're like, you know what? We don't like these 13 colonies that we bought from the French, apparently. So we're just gonna start moving across the country, and start making land. And random places where it's like, up, this land is protected. You can't buy land here. You can't sell land here. You can't live here. That's a weird concept. How like America and the whole entire world got started. I'm having a wonderful day. Thank you, Chelsea. Hope you're having a wonderful day too. Yeah, the whole concept of buying land and selling land and having passports and having identification is a really weird concept. Because we came from like Pangea, where we had land bridges, and those are pretty cool right there. Trucks on the back of trucks. To getting passports, and now we have driver's license, identification cards, all these other weird things. And then they have what is pretty dope. I gotta see this. Um, well, I hope you find something that you're looking for, because everybody deserves to ride a bike. So, yeah, my brain and everybody else's brain probably thinks like the same way, like the concept of things makes me desire to like, because these things you don't learn in school. We're just like, you have your curriculum. You learn about the Neanderthals and about the European settlers and all their crap, but you don't learn like extra things. Or we did, and I just wasn't paying attention. Yeah, strange. So how's everybody out there doing? Wherever you're at, TikTok, Instagram, whatever you're doing. If you ride a motorcycle, what do you ride? If you don't ride a motorcycle, there are bikes, there are trucks on the back of trucks everywhere. I gotta post this video so you guys can see this. Well, there's a trailer. There's a flatbed. Well, parents are never happy that they want to ride motorcycles, but sometimes parents were more reckless than we were. I mean, the 60s, 70s, and 80s, weird and reckless time for a lot of adults. You either landed on one end of the hippie land or you were a responsible uh, person living in that time. You, as a person who wants to ride motorcycles, has to show that you can explain to her that you're a responsible adult riding a motorcycle. That was the one main thing that I talked to my wife about, my family about, is yes, you know how I drive, you know how I am on bikes and cars, but I'm a very defensive driver. So if you can show her that you aren't going to be speeding, you aren't going to be tickets every other week, if you're just doing it for like commuting purposes, then it's great. Like me, I ride my bike every single day to work and from work for commuting purposes because it helps me with gas. This only costs me $10 a week, maybe, to get to and from work, versus my truck, which costs me like $50 every 2 weeks. So it evens out kind of. But if I'm not speeding everywhere, I can get better gas mileage. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. So, what weird things do people think about during the day? Well, like weird concepts or weird things pop into people's heads. I'm still stuck on the fact of like us buying random plots of land in random parts of the country. It was like, here you go. We're gonna buy up this land. This land's gonna be yours, and we're gonna tax it. Oh, that's another weird concept is taxing. Okay, so I live here in North Carolina, and when you buy a house, you have to pay property tax. It's the same concept everywhere. You pay property tax. But if you have a car or a vehicle, you have to pay property tax on that, and then you have to pay property tax to keep property on your property. So the property is not your property. Weird, weird world we live in. Nonsense things that we have to do as a society. Like I support truck drivers like a lot because they make the world go round, but they have way too much stuff that is wrong. Like they have to deal with. A, a truck driver is like that right there, is hauling a load and they get pulled over by DOT or they have to get stopped to get weighted. They're driving out around on these shitty roads that we build that we're already being taxed for, and they're like, "Well, we got to make sure your truck is safe for the road." What about the roads? The roads are crappy as all hell. And then you get a limited amount of money back at the end of the year from your taxes that you've already paid taxes on, and that's everything. Just weird form of society. Even like people not getting along with each other. I mean, you're not gonna like somebody because of something, but we just have a weird, weird, weird society. Well, thank you. My opinion on e-bike riders. Um, listen, whatever you want to ride a bicycle, e-bike, you want to ride a motorcycle, a trike, you want to drive in a T-Rex or a slingshot, whatever gets your jollies off. I don't have a problem with any of it, actually. I make this comment in most of my videos and most of my um, live videos, that I don't understand why motorcycles have a problem towards each other. Like, yes, sport bike riders do have an issue with other sport bike riders because some people give us a bad name. And then you have Harley riders who give other Harley riders a bad name. But like, we're all a big family, all a big family of riders. You're on the same type of two wheels, no matter what. I got a thumbs up from I got a peace sign from a Harley rider the other day. Thank you. I like my helmet too. It's the only reason why I picked it. But like, if I see a group of Harley riders, I'll give them the wave. But for some reason, they don't seem to like wave back.